I love the club, and like I hope we get a lot stronger, and it's looking pretty good so far. The guys do a great job at recruiting. You can tell there's a lot of talent out there, and like it really it shows on game time. Like the guys just have a lot of experience. I mean, I put a lot of work into it myself. Like it's a good thing about the club also is there's a lot of tradesmen in the club, so we put together that clubhouse pretty much for pennies. It was like because we donated all the work, and a lot of the materials were donated to us by suppliers, because we have really good like a lot of successful construction company owners that like support our club, that helped us with that. And from the goalpost to the field to to the whole inside of the club, just having a high school team and all that sort of thing kind of going is, hopefully in the future it's going to be a major part of the city of San Francisco. From what I hear, the city was really impressed on how little money it took for us to like put it together. They're like, like they couldn't believe that we could, muster that much support and get that many people to donate that much time. I do enjoy playing lock. It just runs me, like I feel like I get run down a little more easy during the game, having to be the engine room of a scrum. You know what I mean? Like you get in the scrum and you're pushing. You're not just kind of clinging on the side or. The cool thing is like I always get to jump. That's like like jumping in the lineouts is exciting. Like, and it's just it's you're kind of like the center of attention for one little play, so it's pretty cool. And you get to be up in the air and jump way higher than you've ever than you'd be able to do on your own. It's always tough. It's like it's like just last 2 weeks ago, like you get in the line out and you make a cut in real quick when you're gonna take a jump, and all of a sudden you got some big Tongan hand reaching up, grabbing your shoulder. So you're like, when the ball flies over your head, you're like, oh man. I don't even know if the referee caught it, but it's always a battle. And even in the air is a great battle. You're like, I mean, if you're in front of the guy by 1 inch, you can reach over and just you can interrupt their ball, or you make the play on your ball. So it's like it's a battle of quickness and height and just small little accurate pinpoint play, and it's like you have to get a lot of practice in at it, and it's for me it's one of the most exciting parts of the game. And rugby, but like that's the good part about it is rugby was perfect for me. It was even better at some points because when I was younger, like I couldn't believe that you could actually play a sport, like a violent sport where you're tackling people with no pads on, and it's the perfect way to get your aggression out. Like instead of going and getting in a bar fight, you go and tackle someone on the weekend, and it's just like save me a hard life of prison or whatever. I'd have to say, you step on the rugby field and you can be like you're a warrior then, and that's it, man. Like you step on the rugby field, you're taking your life in your hands sometimes. I mean, it's you have to be a semi-violent man. When I was younger, I wasn't like the worst kid you ever met, but I was heading down a bad path of drinking and violence. And in San Francisco, it seems to be a pretty peaceful city, but like for the locals, it wasn't. Like, man, when we grew up here, all we did was fight. Like we fought with each other. I don't know if it was just for kicks or whatever, but man, to transition out of that from adolescent like violence to a young man, like you still got into fights at an age where you could actually go to prison for being in fights instead of just a slap on the hand. And I'd have to say rugby pretty much saved, like I wasn't joking, man, like it saved me from a life of prison. Like, I mean, the guys on the rugby team like really helped me out, like at a point in my life where it was it could have gone a very different direction. They put up with me for some like really stupid shit. Like they'd sponsor me for like trips to England and like just trips around the U.S. It's helped me so much, like to become just a better human being and a better man. It's tough on you and it makes you tough, and it's played by tough men, so that's my word, tough. I heard the Irish were doing real well over the summer. I don't know if they're still doing well, but I'd say the Kiwis are always the favorite. I don't know, but you're always surprised by France and England. They always come in doing well. So, but I'm gonna pick New Zealand this year. That's my pick. 2051. I liked your buddy's answer on YouTube there, the one about China, since they got that many people. But I'll say somewhere in Africa. The winner of the 2051 World Cup will be South Africa.